My name is Matilda and I coach people in mentality. So in this video, I'm going to give you some advice how you start your journey of a calmer and less negative awareness. Because it's all about our thoughts and our thought is becoming our focus and we will attract people with the same energy as ours. So many things are presented in this world, right? It's a lot of things going on everywhere, and then we see the news, we look at like it's everywhere. But if you are someone that feels a lot of stress and have feel like it's just you feel that your brain is like invaded by so many thoughts and so much that do not you you simply do not know what end to start with. And I can understand that completely because I was there and I stopped watching the news one day. This was many years ago. It's long before I came very far, but this was the first thing I felt like I cannot do this any longer. I cannot watch the news and see this happen and like because I felt triggered. Was so much going on in the world and I like came to a I starting to not wanting children because I thought that the world was such a bad place. And that is terrible because I really believe that children is our purpose of life, one of the purposes of life, but major. So if you having trouble to selecting the thoughts or be aware of the thoughts and to block that negative storage of thoughts, negative beliefs, you really need to be selective of what you listen to, what you use your words to talk about, what where you aim your direction really. Because I can imagine if you like working at a big company and people want to, discuss the news and everything that's going on and you go into the bus or you go in society, it's like presented somewhere everywhere. But you really need to focus on your calm. So if I ask you this, in what situations you feel less of stress and less of negativity? Maybe there is in some kind of hobby, some people like to train, some people like to read, you know, paint, can be anything. But if you can figure out this kind of type of hobby that is making you feel less stress and less negativity, and your brain is simply just there in the moment without any fears, negative beliefs, doubts. If you can think about that, and when you know that when it comes to your mind, start doing that a little bit more. Just start doing that a little bit more, and you will see the calmness because we don't need to meditate In the beginning, if it's hard to like staying focused, we can simply just doing a task that is naturally mindful for us. So we can do a task that is we like and is pleasant and is nice and it's a calm energy around it. We can just float in that. So more of the task that you feel aware, calm, and without much negativity. And less of the negativity triggers, which news, social media, or horror movies, or if you have like an old trauma of a lot of compressed emotions of something really hard, maybe you should not look at all the documentaries around that because that can bring triggers to the body. So more of the mindfulness awareness, and that can be anything that you like to be doing. Something that is simply calming you down. It can be anything. And less of the horror movies, the less of everything that is triggers for you. So try that, comment if that was any help, like and subscribe for more.